Good day YouTube, Philly Joe here. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for tuning into this video. I hope you got to see the first video for this Streets of Rage trilogy video game soundtrack tier list ranking. I'm now going to rank the tracks in Streets of Rage 2, which is widely regarded as one of the greatest video game soundtracks of all time, to which I am in agreement. So, without further ado, let's do it. Okay, we'll start with the obvious title track. One of the greatest ever intro tracks in video game history. I'm just going to keep quiet so you can listen to the intro. Absolutely special tune, and there's absolutely no way I would ever give it anything less than an S. I'm sure you can all agree with me on that one. Such an incredible... It sounds like a track called Sadness Part 1 by Enigma. Please go listen to it after this video, of course. The emotion this type of track stokes is just second to none when it comes to thought-provoking, kind of like darkness. You can sense the darkness in the track, and the constant boom, 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 boom. It's just phenomenal. And what I'll also do, I'll link in the description of this video an incredible live set by, I'm not sure who they were, I think they were university students or something, that did Streets of Rage and Streets of Rage 2 intro track live. Even Yuzo Koshiro himself on Twitter praised this track, praised what they did with the track, and it's just phenomenal. Please go watch it after this video. So, absolute 10 out of 10, classic. Anyone that's ever played Streets of Rage or even knows what Streets of Rage is knows this track, and yes, fully deserving of the S rank, of course. Okay, we move on to the character select music. So the character select music is kind of a beefed up version of Streets of Rage 1's character select theme. Very much like the opening title as well. That was kind of not elongated, lengthy, beefed up version. You'll notice it with a couple of tracks that have moved on from Streets of Rage to Streets of Rage 2 and are just like a better remix, much more production and epicness. So good character select track, better than Streets of Rage, of course, because it built upon that original track. So I'm going to give it an A. I was thinking of giving it a B because I've got around about 6 out of 10, but I think it's worthy of an A because it's iconic. I'm going to use the word iconic as I did in my first video quite a few times. So character select screen music, brilliant. Okay, so here we go. Straight away we've got round 1, screen 1, and the track is called Go Straight, and anyone that has ever played Streets of Rage 2 will instantly hear and know and love this song, as everyone always does. And this is a straight S, of course. Go straight to S. I've just figured that out in my head just now. Please smash the like button for that comment just there. What can you say about this tune? It's the early 90s in a nutshell. It's a great techno house tune, and the vibes it gives is just incredible. I mean, it's timeless. You see so many other reactions or people playing through this game. They absolutely love this song, and it's just, I think it's the greatest theme for round 1 in history. Yeah, for any video game that has rounds, this is the greatest round 1 music of all time, without a question. So yeah, brilliant. S rank, of course. Right, if we move on to round 1, 2, now we've got this jazz bar. I think the song is called, yeah, it's just called In the Bar. So very jazzy, mellow, but it's very cool. And I remember watching a video recently of a composer that found out about this song, listened to it, couldn't believe what he was listening to, and how old the game is, and how complex all the piano parts actually are. So I can't remember the chap's name, but you may have already seen that video of him just completely losing his mind as to how complex this track is and how good it sounds on such an old console. So very happy. I really like round 1 too. It's not special to me, but I have given this a 7 out of 10, so I think it's only deserving of an A rank. So okay, then we're on to Streets of Rage boss music. Now the boss music is the same boss music for rounds 1 to 7, and then Mr. X has his own theme at the end of the game. So the Streets of Rage 2 boss music evokes that kind of, right, time for a fight, time for a boss battle, and it's very good. I really, it's similar to the first game, but it's different enough to be its own character, and it's great. It's a really good boss theme. I really like the when it gets to the end of the bars. I don't know what I'm talking about when I'm trying to talk bars, choruses, themes, verses, you know. I'll just whittle on. I'll try to get this all done in one take so I don't have to edit it either. So, but very happy with boss battle music. What did I give boss battle music? There we go, 7 out of 10. Now, do I put this in B or A? Usually, as I've said, when I've been on radio stream, I've said that even though I'll give a song, say, 7 out of 10, you'd think between, if it's given a 7 and an 8, it would be an A rank. 9 and 10 out of 10 will be S rank. But I do kind of fluctuate between ranks. So I'm going to give this B. It's very good, but it's not A, if you know what I mean. There are much better boss themes, and this is just a good one. It's not, if it was very good, it would be an A. Anyway, so then we go on to rounds 2, 1 and 2, 3. This track is called Spin on the Bridge. Very good track. I like a lot of the piano on a lot of these tracks, and this is quite distinct, different melodies in this track itself, and yeah, it's kind of like, it gets very hectic. Some notes I've made here, frantic and thrilling, and yeah, it's a good track. Again, because it's only good, I'm only going to pop it in B. If it was very good or great, A, of course. But I think that's a fitting rank for 2, 1 and 2, 3. Then we have round 2, 2 and 3, 5. So this is when you get to the inside of the truck on 2, 2, and also, I'm trying to remember one of the fairground rides, I think it is, in 3, 5. So this one is probably the worst of the lot, to be honest. It's probably the worst track on the game. I've made some tracks here. It's very loud. It doesn't really know what it is. Like, I can't really, think what sort of genre is this music even. It's just like a dance pop song. It's not the greatest, and it's just okay. I'm almost very, very tempted to pop it in C. In fact, I'm going to give it a C. That's the first C I've given in any of the Streets of Rage games so far. Just not a fan. Not a fan at all. But it does the job, I suppose, for some, but not for me. Feel bad. Never mind. Anyway, so then we've got round 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3 and 3, 4. Wonderful track. I believe this is called Dreamer. Yes, Dreamer. Absolute instant classic. And it's just memorable. It's such a great dance song as well. There's been videos of Yuzo Koshiro actually doing a live set, and whenever this comes on, everyone was just dancing in the crowd. That's also a fantastic video from 2018 at Red Bull. live concert that Yuzo Koshiro did with all of his video games, not just the Streets of Rage series, but also Shinobi and a couple of others. Majority Streets of Rage, of course, but yeah, that's really worth checking out as well. So I'm a really big fan of Dreamer. I'm going to pop it in A. I love it. It's just not special. It's okay. I really like it. I don't love it, but I really like it. So it's a much worthy A. So I'm happy with that. Alright, and then we've got 3-7, which is the last screen of round 3. The track is called Alien Power, and I absolutely love it, and it's going in S. It's just absolutely brilliant. I just love the vibe it gives. It kind of, and especially the level you're in itself, it just sets the tone for this kind of crazy alien setting with the Vermits, I think his name is, the monster, and then you've got the boss at the end. But this theme all the way through, it's just got this absolute pumping techno track. Boom, 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 and then it kicks in with the techno. Oh, it's just cracking. It's just incredible. I'm a massive fan of dance, hip hop, techno, house, rave, all of it, and this track here is just phenomenal. I absolutely love it, and it's deserving of its S rank. People may think different. That's fine. Do your own tier list, but for me, that is just a 10 out of 10 all day. 11 out of 10. Anyway, then we have rounds 4-1 and 4-2. I believe this track is called Under Logic, and yeah, it's a really good song. There's a track by a band called The Shaman called Move Any Mountain, and it just sounds exactly the same as that. And I'm a big fan of Shaman, and whenever I watch Bradio streams, who's a Streets of Rage 2 speedrunner, check him out on Twitch. Bradio, Bradyo. He's an absolute legend, good friend, and yeah, so whenever they play through this track, I'll just type "Move any mountain." I can move any mountain, because it just sounds exactly the same as the Shaman's hit, and I love it. Sorry, I don't love it. I think it's really good. So that is going to go into A. I have to keep telling myself not to say the R word unless it's going to S. So yeah, thoroughly deserved of the A rank there. Okay, then we've got round 4-3, which is like it's like an elevator, the first elevator stage in the game. There are two. We'll come to the other one in a bit. Round 4-3. Okay, yeah. So it's this kind of like slow boom 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 at the beginning, and then it's it gets kind of like hip hop. Well, I'm trying to think of the sound that it sounds like. Sounds like an early Public Enemy track. I'm trying to think of which one. And it's got that kind of sound. It'll come to me another time, I'm sure, after I've recorded this video, but it's just okay. I'll give it a B. Yeah. And in fact, what did I actually give that one? 5 out of 10. It's not deserving of a C, I don't think. No, I think B is fair on that one. Okay, and then we've got round 5. Now this is the track for the whole round, so it's not different. This one is called Slow Moon. I'm just going to read out some notes I've got for this track. It's a very nice slow tempo beat. It's a good ship level, but it's not as good as the Streets of Rage ship level, Streets of Rage 1 ship level round 5, as you would have seen on my previous video, which I gave an S rank because it's just phenomenal. This track is very good. I've given it a 7 out of 10, and I know that Bradio is also a big fan of this song. It's probably his favourite in the game. So I was teetering on either B or A, and I'm still teetering on B or A. So where am I going to put it? Dun 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 dun. Go to B. It's going to go in B. Yeah, it's staying in B. Sorry, Bradio, if you're watching. It is a good song, but it's not very good for me. It's just it's a good video game level song, and yeah, I'm going to stick with my guns on that one for B. Alright, so we've got round. Sorry, I've got this cursor thing going off here. Let's see what's going on with that. There we go. Anyway, then we've got 6-1. Now this track's called Wave 131, and it's good. It's a good beach level sound, and you're only in the level for about 2 minutes, so you blink and you'll miss this track. But it's a good one. It's a good beach sound. It's probably better than the first game's beach level, which was also very good. What score did I give this? 8 out of 10. So it's nice beach level music. So yeah, it's nice. It's good. It's not B standards. I don't think it deserves a B. No. I think A's fair on that one. Then we've got round 6-2, which is it looks like a kind of army base when you start up. You've got, but then it just turns into. It's got like sandbags and stuff on the floor through it, like a jungle, and then you've got motorcyclists going crazy, and the theme itself is called Jungle Bass. It's not bad. It's a good lead up music. It's good lead up music to round 7. Is the note I've put here. It's not bad, so it's going in B. I think that's fair. It's not anything special, and yeah, I think A is a good rank for that. Alright, so then we've got round 7, the first screen of round 7. The track is called Back to the Industry. Now this is a really good kind of warehouse industrial sounding song. It's frantic, and I've made some other notes here. Industrial, I've already said that. Yeah, so pretty much what I've already said. I think it's a very good song in the game, and I think I will put it in A because it is very good. It's that kind of like it's just not memorable enough to be in the S ranking. It's nothing special, but it's very good, and I think A is a good rank for that one. Then we've got the second elevator excuse me, second elevator level music, 7-2, and this is called Expander. Now this song is crazy. At first I wasn't a big fan of it. I thought it is just what it is. But when you actually come to play the game and you're trying to beat everyone, especially on the harder settings, when you're fighting on this elevator itself, there is so much going on at times, especially as I say, in like the harder and expert levels. There's so much going on, there's so many characters, and the music itself helps the actual anxiety and the tension of you actually playing through the elevator level itself, and it's brilliant at what it does, and it's got that kind of like dance theme, but then underneath you got this kind of thick, bassy, anxious kind of sound, and I think it does an amazing job. When I kind of broke it down in my head as to what this song's trying to do and what it does well, it's brilliant. I love it, and it's going in S. It's thoroughly deserved of its S rank in there. So that's 4 songs in the S ranking so far. That's amazing, isn't it? I mean, as I said, it's like renowned as one of the greatest soundtracks of all time, and it shows. So then the only other themes we've got, the sub-final boss, we've got Shiva. Shiva's a good sound. I like the readiness of it when Mr. X sends Shiva out, and you're like, and he's a sneaky little character, Shiva, and the music adds to the complexity of the fight itself, and it does a good job. And what have I put here? So I've got Shiva. It's called Mad Max, the song, for some reason. Yeah, so I've got like a very good sub-boss tune with an 8 out of 10. I think it's well worthy of an A rank. there we go. Okay, so then we have the Mr. X fight. So we've got the boss music at B. I think Mr. X's boss battle theme is thoroughly deserving of A. I think an A is a good. Yeah, I think that sits well at A, to be fair. I think that does really well, and yeah, there's not much to talk about Mr. X's actual theme, apart from it's like a souped up boss music. There's lots of more tension, and definitely more piano, and it's like and it's like, yeah, you know this is the final boss theme, and Mr. X is gun butting the F out of you, like constantly just go bang bang and laughing in your face as well, and tearing up the room with bullets. Yeah, it's a crazy. It is, the more to think about it, the more of a crazy theme it is. In a situation where you're fighting him and it's just like all going off, it's shooting his own men. Yeah, madness. So I think an A ranking is very deserved for that track itself. Then we have the Streets of Rage 2 ending theme. It's a nice chilled finisher. I like this theme. And yeah, it's kind of, it feels more like a pat on the back than the first video game did, as in finally you can breathe, and well done. And I think it does a really good job of saying you did it, congratulations, you defeated Mr. X, that's it. So yeah, I think that also deserves an A rank. And there we go, everyone. So that's my tier list for Streets of Rage 2. Probably the greatest video game soundtrack of all time, and I think you'll agree if if you're in this video already, you know what it was all about. As you're a fan of Streets of Rage 2, leave a comment in the comments below. Please subscribe, because I'm also going to be ranking quite a lot of other themes. I'm actually going to do one for Streets of Rage 3, which, trust me, you're going to want to see that one if you know your Streets of Rage 3 music. And anyone that knows me knows that I'm a massive fan for that game. Only the Japanese version though. Play the Japanese version instead of the NTSC or PAL version, because they messed up the translation completely and the coding, whatnot, whatever. But we'll talk about that another time. We'll definitely rank the soundtrack on that game as well. And thank you so much for watching, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Cheers, everyone.